What the Bible says. The following scriptures cover what the Bible says about always. First, I will read all the references so that you know where to look in the Bible. Next, I will read the scriptures straight through so that you may receive the full message concerning always. The following scriptures are from Deuteronomy 5:29, Deuteronomy 14:23, Deuteronomy 19:9, Joshua 14:9, Job 32:9, Psalm 9:18, Proverbs 5:19, Isaiah 57:16, Matthew 26:11, Luke 15:31, Luke 18:1, John 6:34, John 8:29, 2 Corinthians 6:10, Philippians 4:4, 1 Thessalonians 5:15, Hebrews 7:25. Oh, that they had such a mind and heart in them, always reverently to fear me and keep all my commandments, that it might go well with them and with their children forever. And you shall eat before the Lord your God in the place in which he will cause his name and presence to dwell, the tithe, tenth of your grain, your new wine, your oil, and the firstlings of your herd and your flock, that you may learn reverently to fear the Lord your God always. If you keep all these commandments to do them, which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God and walk always in his ways, then you shall add 3 other cities to these 3. And Moses swore on that day, surely the land on which your feet have walked shall be an inheritance to you and your children always, because you have wholly followed the Lord my God. It is not the great necessarily who are wise, nor always the aged who understand justice. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, and the expectation and hope of the meek and the poor shall not perish forever. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant doe, tender, gentle, attractive. Let her bosom satisfy you at all times, and always be transported with delight in her love. For I will not contend forever, neither will I be angry always. For if I did stay angry, the spirit of man would faint and be consumed before me, and my purpose in creating the souls of men would be frustrated. For you always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me. And the father said to him, Son, you are always with me, and all that is mine is yours. Also, Jesus told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not to turn coward, faint, lose heart, and give up. Then they said to him, Lord, give us this bread always, all the time. And he who sent me is ever with me. My Father has not left me alone, for I always do what pleases him. As grieved and mourning, yet we are always rejoicing, as poor ourselves, yet bestowing riches on many, as having nothing, and yet in reality possessing all things. Rejoice in the Lord always. Delight, gladden yourselves in him. Again I say, rejoice. See that none of you repays another with evil for evil, but always aim to show kindness and seek to do good to one another and to everybody. Therefore, he is able also to save to the uttermost, completely, perfectly, finally, and for all time and eternity, those who come to God through him, since he is always living to make petition to God and intercede with him and intervene for them.